back as the Scotty55pu news with the latest. Iran demands $12 billion as for the release of the Strait of Hormuz control tightens and ceasefire talks stall. 400 miles off Brittany, France intercepts Russian tanker linked to sanctioned network. Manchester Biotech Nova EYT launches restructuring connects 90 jobs. 500-mile for MND unites 500-mile ride for MMD unites with family of late Doddy Weir. Iran British service personnel killed in a Iraq training incident. And 83 opposed it, 4% backed it. Ofcom approves STV's plan to axe regional news, which discovers cancer causing asbestos in sand toys and why they stayed on sale. Hi, I'm Scotty55pu and this is Scotty55pu news. Now with the first story about the Iran deal. Iran has reasserted full control of the Strait of Hormuz, is issuing stark warnings to foreign vessels and military forces on Saturday. The move comes after a ceasefire deal between the United States and Iran hangs in limbo, with Donald Trump requesting amendments to terms his envoys had negotiated. Now the 400 miles off Brittany situation. A French Navy intercepted and seized a Russian oil tanker in the Atlantic Ocean on Sunday, as part of a widening crackdown on vessels circumventing international sanctions. The operation, conducted with UK support in international waters, targeted the Tagor, a 252-meter vessel linked to a sanctioned Russian shipping network. Now biotechnology firm Nova CYT has launched a major restructuring that can cut up to 40% of its workforce. The Manchester-based molecular diagnostics company started a consultation process on Monday that would impact 90 employees and 90 of its roughly 230 employees. Ross Moody, he has embarked on a 500-mile cycling challenge to raise funds for motor neuron disease research, joined by the wife and son of rugby legend Doddy Weir. The 7-day ride continues the legacy of Weir, who died from MND in November 2022. A British service aide, people who served in the British Army, who died in Iraq. Here is the thing. A British Army member has died in a training accident in northern Iraq. Defense Ministry Secretary John Healey has announced in the House of Commons on Monday. Ofcom has approved STV's controversial plan to overhaul its regional news programming, placing localised versions of the news at stake, with a single Glasgow-based programme. The decision comes despite overwhelming opposition from those in northern Scotland. Consumer group which has identified asbestos in 2 children's sound kits sold widely across the UK, prompting their immediate withdrawal from sale. The discovery adds to a growing safety crisis has already led to school closures and dozens of product recalls. A £400 gauge used incorrectly for 5 years killed a Paralympian. UK athlete ethics admits manslaughter. The widow of a Paralympian killed by collapsing shot put cage during training has called for just punishment as UK athletics faces sentencing for corporate manslaughter today. And thank you. Well, today is the final day Rec Room is playable. Today is June 1st, and Rec Room will no longer be existing at noon Pacific time. Yep. So, if you want, which will be, let's say, 8 o'clock in Glasgow time. So, if you want to play this game again for the last time, get there before 12 at noon. Before noon Pacific time. Alright? Now, to the weather. Sorry about that, we're just getting the weather. Alright. On Tuesday, it will be 44% chance of rain, of a high of 18 degrees and 11 degrees lowest. Wednesday will have a 91% chance of rain, and the highest temperature on that day will be 15 degrees. And basically just the same low as Tuesday. Now, Thursday will have a 63% chance of rain with the same high as Wednesday, but with a low of 9 degrees. Same as Friday, but with a 48% chance of rain. And the same with Saturday, with a 57% chance of rain. And on Sunday, there will be a 55% chance of rain with a high of 16 degrees and a low of 10. Thank you for watching, and this is Scotty55pu News.